Hello, and welcome to Stray Thoughts, Stray Theatre's show all about the Auckland art scene. I'm your host Sam, and this is my hell. You see, normally on this show, we interview a different creative from a different production each episode, building up a larger picture of the art scene here in Tamaki Makaurau piece by piece. COVID, though, is still making scheduling a bit difficult, which is why we're going to do something a bit different today. Instead of talking to different people from outside of Stray, we're going to sit down with the people behind the company itself, talking about our projects and priorities, student theatre, anything else they want. Bunch of cool stuff. That's not it though. You see, the Stray committee members weren't satisfied with just getting some free marketing out of this. They also wanted to engage in their favourite kink, causing me physical pain. Which is why in a totally original and never before done idea, we're going to be conducting these bite-sized interviews eating progressively spicier and spicier food. Now, I don't think I can delay this much longer, so without further ado, let's go and meet our guests today one by one. Editors, do your thing. Okay, let's start this. I'm terrified, but I'm also really excited. Joining us today is our first guest.
Hi, I'm Annie.
Hello, I'm Josh. I'm the treasurer for Stray Theatre.
Hello, I'm Juma. Welcome to my hot one.
Hi, I'm Kieran. I'm the logistics manager on Stray, and I am terrified to do this right now.
Kia ora tātou. I'm Randall. I am the programs manager for Stray. Yeah, that's it. That's me.
Hi, I'm Rebekah. I'm the marketing manager for Stray. I come from Scotland. Very proud of it.
I see no real point in delaying this, much as I might want to. Let's kick it off with the first bit of tofu. Cheers.
Cheers.
Okay, so kicking it off, what is your job in Stray Theatre? What's your role? What do you do within the company?
I'm the secretary. Sorry, I shouldn't have finished
No,
this.
it's
really
all
nice.
good. You kind of. This is a show where you kind of have to talk to people for them.
I'm the treasurer. I handle basically all the money stuff. I'm applying for grants from uni, making sure, because obviously there are a lot of expenses involved with running a show.
I motivate everyone, I guess.
Do a good job there?
No.
Making sure that things are running in a timely fashion.
Yeah.
So I'll book your rooms. I'll make sure that our schedules are on.
Essentially, I do the minutes, I do the emails, and then I also produce a show.
I sort out the workshops, which haven't been going anyways.
So I do the marketing, so basically show-specific marketing, all the branding, that kind of thing.
Okay, second question, second bite. Let's go. I think this one is sriracha.
Awesome.
So we've talked about your role in the company, but let's go a bit more of an interesting, a bit broader question. What would you say is your favourite memory associated with theatre?
My favourite memory just has to be like the pre-show, backstage, everyone kind of freaking out, and then you reach the point beyond freaking out and you're just very chill.
Yeah.
So taking naps before shows, that sort of thing. Those are probably my favourite memories, yeah.
You know, getting to have that awesome show with a bunch of friends that we had gone through, 4 years of theatre together. That was pretty special. And also just that was my first time being stage manager. It was a glorified version of stage manager. The teachers really did most of the work.
Vignettes. That's my favourite show.
Yeah,
Really
that was
because
a musical Stray did a few years back.
Yeah, in 2018. So that was probably my favourite memory, just like the moments like when Ruby's family came and they saw her be the bouncer and do like a really aggro rock metal song.
Yeah.
And scream it, and they were those kind of moments.
I love the behind the scenes of a show before it goes on opening night.
Yeah.
Because I feel like opening night for cast and crew is almost like the closing night, because we're the last people, we're the first people to see how everything comes together, and when the audience comes in, it's no longer ours, it's the audience's. So I think opening nights and the lead up are always just really exciting.
Stir Fried has
which for people that don't know is the annual comedy show that Stray does.
That's the one. That holds a special place in my heart, just because that's the first thing that I got involved with Stray. Sorry, I was getting distracted by paper, scissors, rock.
Yeah, the queue. Yeah, the crew is
sorry.
really not interested in what's happening right now. Now let's go. Number 3. This one is Kai Tai Fire, Kiwi staple.
Awesome.
So, third question. We've gone sort of personal. Now I want to go a bit more about like the state of theatre in Auckland at the moment. So at the moment there are a ton of production companies, a ton of shows out there, and I mean, ticket prices at the moment, they're only going up. So I guess my question is, why should people still be interested in student theatre given the kind of environment we're in?
These sorts of shows are so important for a number of reasons. So it's being able to afford to go and see this art, being able to see people who are genuinely passionate about it. It's not about making money, it's about telling these stories, and often more interesting stories can get told when it's not about making a profit.
It's a good learning stage for people who are trying to get into there, getting some more experience, and also just for people who enjoy it but not necessarily want to do it at a professional level. So it's a really good bridge between those two sort of worlds.
Well, we're cheap. If that's what you're worried about.
President of Stray Theatre, everyone. That's.
I know, there's something just exciting about watching it from the ground up, and it's like everyone's like really like doing it for the love of it, and everyone's like friends, and like it's just such a good community that I don't know.
You know, we're kind of a bridge between the professional theatre and high school theatre.
Yeah.
And I guess student theatre is a great reminder for people to think. I'm losing my train of thought now. The heat hit. But we are kind of that bridge. It gives anybody the opportunity to realize, I can still do this, or I can do this. Our theatre may be more amateurish in some ways, but our structures and the way we run things is still...
It's still what, sorry?
It's still like...
It's still...
It's still the same processes that any other company would go to.
Yeah.
Most of it is geared towards students who don't usually have a lot of money. But that's because, their friends and family come and see it. But also, again, like, theatre should be this, or is the liberal bastion where we could just kind of shout out whatever is wrong with the world, or whatever we think should be better, that kind of stuff.
Specifically at Auckland, it's such a big university, and it's so difficult to get to know people and to kind of find your community and your place. And I think that my experience at Auckland with student theatre and my other friends' experiences with student theatre at other universities, it does just provide that kind of base point for your community to grow from, which is really lovely.
Okay, this one would be a bit of a jump in heat. This is Habanero from the Garden. Thank you to my cousin Padiso for helping make this. Cheers.
Thank you.
I wanted to ask, what direction do you see the theatre business going in from now on? And and like, what do you think the theatre scene in Auckland is going to look like, say, 30, 40 years from now?
I don't know what form it will take, but there will definitely be, I think, a resurgence of people being like, there's no way to kind of get back to completely traditional theatre, and we do need to keep thinking about ways, because theatre traditionally, historically, is for not the rich as well. Like, it's for when you think about Shakespeare and the Groundlings, when you think about theatre's meant to be this accessible form of art. And I think that it might take a while, but I think there's going to be a need for us to get back to that if the prices keep rising, I think.
Oh my god. Oh, it's like kind of...
So Gemma, while you're taking this moment, I'd just like to ask, you've got a very top-down view as the president of the company. Where do you think that theatre in the city is
Hang
going?
on, give me a second.
Two hours later.
Wise words.
Is that it, or are you
Careful when
just
you get the
building?
chance, swipe your nose as well. There you go.
Is that it, or are you just building up to another?
I think 30 to 40 years, I think we could see some really experimental theatre.
What do you mean? What sort of experimental?
Well, I think there could be hybrid shows.
Hybrid isn't like online.
Online and in person, because now that, before COVID came, everyone was really scared to dabble into what the online world looks like. For anything, working from home, all that sort of stuff. And
I'm good.
you're good?
I'm fine.
You're
I'm fine.
surviving?
I'm fine, yeah.
Hold on.
So,
Hold on.
base.
hold on.
Where we're kind of bridging that gap between participant and audience member, which I think is pretty cool. And I think particularly with COVID and everything kind of having to go online, and even though we're sort of out of that now, I think that gave a lot of people like a kick up the arse they needed to like move things forward and make things a bit different.
I'm gonna be honest, I'm quite a traditionalist. I don't really like theatre online, just because I feel like that sort of space in the theatre is so special, and being able to go into a space, seeing everyone there, feeling that sort of energy of the actors on stage and all the lights and everything, I don't think we can replace that.
All right, I'm ready. It looks like the established like theater places have managed to make it out during COVID, and I guess we'll see how we do in the next, I don't know, like 5 years, I guess.
Okay, this is the Carolina Reaper, the hottest chili on the planet in a sauce. Annie, congratulations. Let's
Okay.
finish this. Yep, and this, everyone mark this. This is the moment I regret this episode. Yeah, okay. What would you say is the importance of art in our society today? And has that changed in recent years?
Small question, easy answer. Art is, I think, okay. Art is very important.
Art, at least theatre in that form, is about community in a way that science, and you just cannot build the same sort of connections with people. Being able to be out, be social, and create art with people.
Yeah.
What was the rest of your question?
What is the significance of art today? Has it changed recently? Why is it important to society?
Yes. People looked at artists and thought we were at the bottom of the barrel.
Yeah.
We're not doctors, we're not engineers. Come COVID, what did people tend to do when they were bored? They watched movies, they listened to music, they binge Netflix TV series, the arts.
Yeah.
And I think now people will start to realize that we came to those for comfort, for support,
Yeah.
for guidance. And it helps with all different kinds of things.
Which
You
bit
got
has-
to do the whole pipe.
I cannot.
You gotta. I'm doing the whole pipe. You gotta.
Eyebrows. Do you have that? Do you know what that is?
No. Just do the whole pipe. Come on. 3, 2, 1.
There's obviously a very big conversation about, and when I say look at art, I mean as a like whole general. I don't mean like physically looking at art. There's a lot of conversation around what is art and what isn't art, which I do think kind of plays into the importance of art, because I think that kind of depends. I'm wearing waterproof eyeliner. This is brilliant. I think that kind of impacts. I think what we view as art impacts what we view as the point of it. But I think it's really cool that so many different people can have such a collective experience about something that is so individual.
Okay.
Cheers.
Cheers.
It's a really good reaction to start with.
Yeah.
Going for the milk though, I appreciate that. It's pretty hot for me too. Wow. Okay, wow. So.
Are you good? I'm actually taking this pretty well.
Yeah, no, I'm not gonna lie, this one's actually kind of hurting me.
Really? I don't think it's changed. I think it's always been there. I just think the difference is that it's maybe been like harder to do the art lately, but like the need is still constant.
Sort of like the environment has changed, but not the subject.
Yeah, exactly. And I mean, in a way, environment creates art anyway.
Yeah.
And it will like continue to, like, in a way, all the COVID stuff has like created art anyway.
Yeah.
So it's all a cycle. But I think, yeah, your question was like the place of art and stuff, eh?
Yeah, place for art and society.
I think I think it's just like a place to be creative, to like to unwind, to take risks, to express yourself.
Don't feel the need to cut this off. Keep going.
Yeah.
Keep spitballing.
I think, yeah, it's just important to like, it's a safe environment basically for you to like.
It's a safe environment. Everyone's comfortable when art's involved.
Yeah.
And everyone shares the load together.
Exactly.
And at the end of the day, what matters is that we all come away with a positive experience.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Couldn't agree more.
Well, Gemma, as always, it is inspirational hearing from you.
Thank you.
And
You too.
inspirational witnessing how well you manage yourself. It's okay, the spice is catching up, that's fine. You handled that last bite. So thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you.
Always
It's
a
been
pleasure. Well, I can't feel my my soul. I'm sure there's a lesson here, but it feels like my tongue and my stomach declared war on each other, so we're just gonna have to take a rain check on that whole thing. Oh God, my lips. A huge thank you to all of our guests and our wonderful behind the scenes crew. They're absolutely fantastic and have made this whole thing possible.
So thank you all, and thank you to you audience. I'll see you next time if I'm not dead.
Cut.
Oh God, my lips! My fucking lips! Hi, I'm Annie. Yeah.
Bruno, fuck off.
Yeah, so sorry, as I was saying, can we get Bruno crossing camera and then right up?
I'm not sure if I was typecasted or anything, but yeah, I was. First time I was Jesus. I'm Filipino, so I mean, I don't know, maybe it's close enough. But the second time one was actually Jesus. And
Am I allowed to include this?
are you not?
No, I think it's fantastic.
Are you not?
Because Jesus trigger one.